My name is Aaron Wilder, Assistant Director of the Marian University Writing Center, and today we will be following a quick video training on information, creating and sending announcements, and mass emails, how to create and format announcements. In this video, you will learn 1. When to use an announcement, 2. How to create and format an announcement, and 3. Important things to remember when creating an announcement. These skills are going to be important for communicating information quickly to all users of the Writing Center and for keeping pre-existing announcements organized and accessible. So, let's get started. First, when to utilize announcements. Announcements appear at the opener, at the very first screen when you come to marian.mywconline. So this means that the announcements are a place where we can catch the eye, potentially, of somebody who is about to come in to schedule an appointment. This is, of course, very different than a mass email where we need to think about everybody who could potentially walk in, anybody who could potentially be thinking about using the Writing Center. And it's also very different than trying to approach people as they are walking in. So, a time when we may want to use the announcements screen is if we are making a change to the way that WCOnline functions. A time when we may want to use announcements is when we are providing some information on selecting particular tutors or things that can't be or are less appropriately done within WCOnline but are useful for the operation of WCOnline. In order to create an announcement, you would follow the caret here down to System Utilities and Reports and go to Announcement Management. When you get into Announcement Management, you will see all of the present announcements available on this screen. You can view them, but in order to edit them, you will need to click this Edit button. Now what will happen when you get to this screen here is you'll have this small window here that allows you to edit this large screen. So one of the things that you need to keep in mind when you're editing is that this small screen is going to transition into a much larger screen that's going to take up the whole right side, essentially, of the login area. So when you're thinking about this, looking top to bottom, you need to be sure that everything top to bottom is going to be neat, is going to be tidy. Additionally, not all of this is going to be immediately viewable on the screen, so we need to keep things that are most pertinent and most timely near the top. If we are making an announcement about something that is going to be happening this week, then we want to make sure that that is right at the top, and after that time is completed, then we have removed it. So, while creating this, you have a lot of tools at your disposal. One of them is to insert a video, insert an image, to create a hyperlink to various things that could be happening in the Writing Center, like workshops, like additional hours, like a movement from the spring schedule to the finals week schedule. These are the kind of things that announcements would make sense for, and the kind of things that you might use images or videos. Images and videos, of course, are going to catch the eye a little bit more. Hyperlinks are going to be useful for navigating people to outside resources. And then you, of course, have bullets. You have the bold and italics use, and you can change font size. So, one very important thing to keep in mind is that anytime you make a change within here, so let's say I delete all of this, that will now show up as is on our opening page, on the announcements page. So, I'm going to undelete that, and any formatting changes that you make will possibly affect a larger area. So let's say that I'm trying to just make this line right here that you're seeing right justified. What that did is it actually formatted the entire paragraph as right justified. Because that paragraph is interconnected, the formatting is universal. So I'm going to reformat that to left justified to take it back the way that it was. And any announcements that you make up near the top will move everything else down further and less likely to be seen. So these are some things to keep in mind when you're creating announcements. Thank you for completing this Marian University Writing Center training video. Information: creating and sending announcements and mass emails, how to create and format announcements. Now that you've completed this video training, you should be comfortable with when to use an announcement, how to create and format an announcement, and important things to remember when creating an announcement. These skills are important for keeping pre-existing announcements organized and accessible, and for communicating information quickly to all users of the Marian University Writing Center. These skills will help you in assisting writers toward their goals. Thank you, and you may proceed to the next video.